Hello, friends. All right, yeah, we'll just get right into it today. I am trying to think of a good way to do tests for things that are not servers or don't have a server. So exercises similar to what Epic React was. Let me find, is this it? Yeah. So where we have just an index.js or TSX or whatever for the exercise. How do we test that? And so I've got a test file here in the solution. And what I'm thinking right now, I've got a couple of ideas. And what I'm kind of thinking is that for this stuff, it makes the most sense to just have tests that run in the browser and run against exactly what you are coding. And literally we just load a script tag, and if that script tag executes without issue, then we're good. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And so I've got an example of that working. So here you click run tests and it runs against the browser. And then we can have some sort of indication or UI that says whether test failed or succeeded. And maybe check the console for details. I'm not sure. Maybe we'd have some test output here. The way that we've got, actually, you know what? I forgot to start centered. Let's get credit for this work. Here we go. In browser tests. That's kind of what I'm working on right now. So, yeah, and so the test itself would be here, and the rest of this would be like utilities or something that the test would use. So, like, I think that would work most of the time. The problem is that sometimes Epic React has tests that are kind of implementation detail specific because it's really lower level stuff, and so it's hard to test certain things. Like sometimes the exercise of what you're doing is just making sure that the thing still works, even despite you changing an API to something. Like we've got this and it's not a great API. The exercise is to change it so that now you're using this API. And if we go with this approach, we don't have access to any of the stuff that that you're working on unless we make it a global variable or something, or export it. We could also do that. And actually, you know what? It occurs to me that what we should probably require is we should probably have the test be the one that imports the file. So the way that I had this set up was this just calls the, this is a route with just /test at the end. And all that it does is it calls the main loader. So here we can compare. I was also exploring maybe vtest, but all it does is it just adds the test script when you go to that /test route. And I'm thinking instead it should replace this with the test script, and the test script imports it. That's what I think we should probably do. But anyway, if we import it, then we could export specific things so that I can call some of these. That could work. Yeah, the tricky thing is that I don't want to. I like the idea of this being literally just executed and there's nothing magic about what you export or anything. It's all just the way it is. But I don't mind having some sort of comment here that's like exported for tests, export counter. Like that's fine for me. We'd put it at the bottom, and they would just, you know, don't touch this. We're exporting it for the tests. And then the test can say import counter from index, and that would work. And then of course this would have to, instead of replacing the ending body tag, this would replace the script for the index. And honestly, maybe instead of having things the way that it is, maybe it would just be duplicate this thing. And actually, you know what? We could have a test HTML. I wonder, actually, could we do this? No, that would be optional param, is what that would be. But we could do that, and then we could say test if test, then invariant test yeah, you don't want that many equals, but so then this would just be something, yeah, I'm all messed up here. That. There. This is stupid. Okay, yeah, we'll just leave that there. And then index CSS if it ends with yeah. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And so then, here, let's make sure that we're still cool with that. So CD packages, workshop app, remix routes. I think test optional, and then the splat goes to that. Name. Yeah. So I think this means, let me just copy this and then delete that. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Sweet. And then blah, and this blows up because, yeah, test needs to be test. That's all that's supported. Cool. So, coming up here then, index test. Now this is responsible for importing the counter. So the trick is, sorry, let me just close out some stuff. Huh. I'm not sure what was buzzing. Yeah, the trick is that I do want this to do what it's doing. But what we could do is just like, yeah, sure, it can do that. That's fine. I don't care. And then, yeah, most of the time it would actually be fine to just reference that when we run the tests. Another thought, though, is what if instead we make a little iframe and do everything in the iframe? But, you know, part of me is thinking there's a great benefit to them seeing the UI update and where it stops and breaks. So that is also a thought that, like, maybe it's actually okay. So we just import dot. Potentially we could also do a dynamic import. So then that's interesting. Yes, okay. So this interesting. Maybe we just move this to here. So now, if we do that, that's going to be considered the test, and this will be considered the app. Dang, that's tricky. Okay, how about this? No, that won't work either. Oh, fine. Here's what we will do then. We'll use query string. Yeah. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we go here, and it loads this just fine. No problem, Bob. And then we say test, and now we load the test. And I click run tests, and that does its thing, and it blows up because I broke that test on purpose. Yeah, that's okay. So the tricky thing is that the run test button is in the DOM, and it could impact our tests. I mean, I'm not going to write it in a way that is going to get impacted by that, but what I think we'll do, yeah, what are we going to do? Let's actually leave it where it is right now and come over to the app. So if we go, this is exercise 03 and 01 solution. 03, 01 solution. Okay, and actually we need the test file to be here. So this is another interesting thing. One of the benefits of having the tests is for me to run them in an automated fashion during CI and stuff, so that I can merge pull requests and not worry about having to run things manually. And if I do things this way, I don't have an automated way to run this, unless I use JS DOM. But then I have to work in the lowest common denominator of things that work with JS DOM, which is not awesome. But I mean, like, it needs to work both in the DOM and in the browser. Yeah, part of the point is I want to be able to run in the browser environment, because like we're gonna have stuff for CSS probably. We'll have stuff for HTML, and it'd be really cool to just run the tests right in the browser. I thought about doing Mocha, and maybe I should just do Mocha. Another thing that I could do is we could have counter.tsx, and this exports counter. And here we import counter from counter. And that totally works. Just make sure. Yep, there it is. So that does work. And then this can import counter. And then I would be able to do whatever. And I could use Mocha. I don't mind using Mocha. Most of the workshops will be like simple stuff with Mocha, and then more complex stuff with Playwright probably, and maybe some vtest. And the cool thing about Mocha is it has a nice reporter in the browser. I just haven't used it in a long time, but yeah, so it has this. Obviously, this UI screenshot hasn't been updated in forever because TJ has still got his stuff in there. But I mean, it is nice. And then I'd be able to run in Node. We've got chai. Yeah, we could do that. Then I could use chai, no problem. We can even do an import for that, which is so cool. Of course, then it wouldn't run locally, so I probably wouldn't want to do it that way. We were bundling anyway. We'll just import it. This kind of throws me. It is a bit of a throwback. What about mocking modules? Here we go. When using module level mocks, mocklib's proxy quire. Oh, I remember using proxy quire. Test double, huh? Never used this, but I have heard of it. You know, I am bundling it. I wonder if there's something I could do with ES build if I needed to mock anything. Because I'm not sure that test double is going to work since I'm bundling it and serving it to the browser. But well, that's another option. Just trying to think. Let's see, where am I using mocks? I'm mocking console error. Pretty sure that we can do that. There's what is it called? Sign-in. Oh, that's interesting. Gitter, is that still a thing? I got the impression that that community had shut down. Huh, February 7th. People do still hang out here occasionally. Okay. Oh, I've totally forgot I need to do something really quick. Okay. So I am actually giving this as a workshop next week, so I'm hopeful that we can get this working. Otherwise, I've got to use the old workshop app, and I do not want to have to do that because I do want this workshop to be a practice of some kind. And even though I'm doing React and it's an Epic React workshop, it's not a Epic Web workshop because that just wasn't going to be ready. I would like to at least practice the workshop app. So yeah, so if I use Mocha. I think my stuff would show up in here somewhere, and I just worry that maybe it would get in the way. So part of me is saying let's run the test in an iframe and then report results back to the parent. Just don't know how easy it would be to do that. Wonder, no, they don't have any. Well, I wonder, maybe somebody's done this. This is an extremely mature project. Oh, whoops. Is there a link to GitHub? Nope. Well, apparently it can run in an iframe. I see. Okay, so they made a pull request for this, I think. Looks like that didn't go anywhere. How useful is it for people to be able to see? Well, so yeah, I'm thinking tests would actually show the output there. So it would be like an iframe. So let's just implement that piece. I'm pretty sure that is what I want to do. Oops. Yeah, I think we're gonna do some more of this. Thinking. Oh, I just realized I have been ignoring chat, live stream chat. I don't know if anybody's chatting, but I'm no longer ignoring it. I always ignore the YouTube live stream chat. That is just a gold mine for racist comments and inappropriate links. But I have a link in the description for the Discord, and that's where I watch chat. All right, just need to get this to somebody. Okay. Okay, so I just keep going back and forth to maybe I should just have it be a script that I run like all of the other ones. And then I go back to, but it's really cool to be able to see it in the browser and have it run in the browser. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Especially for the HTML and CSS stuff. The only thing that is like, here's a simple isolated concept, like fundamental concept that I'm teaching you. The only thing where this type of, or this style will not work is when I'm talking about Node stuff. But all browser stuff, which is a lot of what we'll be talking about, as far as like fundamental concepts go, can run in this way. And I just think it'll run really fast. It'll be able to leverage all of that the browser has to offer, all of that. So I think we are going to go for that. So then the trick is, or the question is, well, okay, so we've established that we're going to run it in the browser. So we just need to know when to display the tests or not. So let's look at our apps type here. So has server. I think we also want to have a has tests. That's pretty much, yeah, I pretty much just went with has package.json to determine whether there's a server, which is not actually accurate. I'm going to rename this has server. It's going to rename to has dev script. Yep, and then if it has a package.json, we're going to say get package prop. Is that a promise? Yeah. So await. Okay, what are you complaining about? Let's bring it up here for a second. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna say dev or scripts.dev, and we'll just boolean this. Right, because, yeah, okay, that's fine. We can do that. Ta-da! Okay, great. So then we can also, let's do the same thing for the other places before I forget. Here, let's also do this. Okay. Okay, there we go. Great, so now we can add has test script. Now this one's going to be special for the steps. Yeah. And actually, you know what? I only care about the test script for the problem apps, because that's the only one that we actually show test output for and stuff. Yeah. When I'm developing the tests, I'm going to need to have an automated way to run them anyway. I don't need to run them in a browser, so yeah. We'll figure out how we're going to do that. I'm thinking maybe we would run Playwright to do the automated version of those tests. Yeah, Okay, well, let's do one thing at a time. So has package JSON. Okay, great. And then come up here. Actually, we're going to do this. I think it's break time. Yeah, actually, Boolean could be true or false there. Okay, coming back down here. It's complaining about something. All right, what are you complaining about? Has dev script incompatible. That is confusing. Okay, well, we're going to take a break and then we'll look at this. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, let's figure out what the devil is going on here. This might make it a little easier. Okay, so has dev script. It's saying has dev script. Oh, hold on. That doesn't make any sense. Has dev script true and port number number. Then we get down. Has dev script true, port number number. Has dev script true, port number number. Not assignable to has dev script false, port number null. I think maybe there's something wrong with my type. Oh. Did I? That's that. There was like a, on Twitter, Matt shared something recently. I don't know what his Twitter handle is, and no, this is not distracting me. All right. Like pretty something, pretty type or something like that. Sometime last week. Prettyify. Okay, how does that prettyify thing work? Okay, type prettyify. T K in key of T TK and yada. Okay, let's see if we can do something about these. Is that prettier or not? Oh, good grief. It's actually not prettier, but this one is pretty, well, yeah, see, it doesn't have the base app extended, so I wonder if we did that. Yeah, I like that. Ooh. I think he had another. Somebody shared another helper for unions. And it really shouldn't do anything for unions, but kind of wish it did. I do like this though. I like that it expands all of that. So we're gonna keep that going. Wonder what happens if we do this. Yeah, maybe not on these. I don't know. I don't know which I like, but it doesn't seem to make too much a difference anyway. So where's my error? Here it is. I am super confused. Are you happy now? No. Okay. Okay, so let's slowly add things back, and we're going to get rid of this. It actually doesn't help at all. It just makes it so we don't see a bunch of red, which was scaring me, but it really is not helpful whatsoever. Okay, so I don't think that it's the dev script stuff that is the problem. Yeah, dev script was fine. It was when I added the test script. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. What the heck? That is really odd. Okay, how about we do something similar? Has test script. Okay. It just wasn't able to follow the logic, I guess. But that's fine. This is probably better anyway. Whoa! There we go. Okay, cool. So with that done, we finally can come over here and say, let's see. Basically, we just need to know, should we do the iframe or not? Now we have a base URL, test base URL. Actually, you know what? I think, yeah. Yeah, maybe. I feel like we've got two states. We've got, it has a test script, and we've got, it runs in the browser. It has a test URL. This should be, neither, those cannot both be true. It's not allowed. So we need to have a test type. That's what we need. So test type browser, test type script. Yeah. And test type none, yeah. And this will apply to everything. Test type browser script none. There we go. So has test script is now not a thing. Oh, don't let me forget. I've got a haircut appointment at 4. I will use centered to help me remember in 20 minutes. Yeah, so when it's break time next, I've got to be done. Okay, so whether it has a test script or not, I think is now irrelevant. Test script name is relevant, but only if test type script. Oh, actually this would be browser or none. There we go. Okay, cool. So then down here in the example app, we need to say if exists, let's see, test type. Yeah, let's, oh wait, get test type. That is a good idea. Wait a second, I don't need that. Has test file. So that would be index.test.ts x or ts, whoop, good grief, or js. Actually, you know what? Okay, so if it includes or some dir list or anything that has a .test in it, that means it has a test file. But if it has a package.json, hold on a second. Yeah, so the test script name should probably come into this. Well, hold on. Maybe we can compute that. Yeah, we'd also need the step number. Yeah, I'll just pass it the test script name. That's fine. Okay. Yep, there we go. And this get package prop does this. Yeah, it does not check for the file first. So we need to say has package.json first. Has test script, then return script. Otherwise, if it has a test file, return browser. Otherwise, return none. Okay, great. So then we can say, just bring this down here. I'm kind of thinking we should just have a test. And this will have a type, browser, script, or none. And or actually, you know what? It should be type browser and that's it. Or type script name requires app, type none. Well, yeah, sure. I'm fine with that. Okay. And then get rid of this. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So then we'll have test get test info, and this returns base app test. Type script script, yeah. Oh yeah, requires browser. Requires app, yeah. That's not how that, okay. This is how that works. There we go. Great. And then this, okay, cool. So now we can just say await full path. Bump it up. That's interesting. This was not async. And we need to compute this stuff. Okay, and then, you know what? While we're making a mess of all this, I think this should actually be dev. Type browser or type script. And I don't think we're going to have a script name, but we will have a port number. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Okay, here, when we actually need to update this, I really should just switch this all over to Zod. That would be better, but Somebody is vacuuming. I hope it is sanctioned. Get dev info. Okay, cool. So then has dev script. Otherwise, we'll just return type browser. Oh, that sounded like something not good. 1 second. It's my 9-year-old just vacuuming, wearing his Cody Koala shirt. He looks awesome in it. It's so cool. I'm not sure why he's vacuuming. I'm sure his mother gave him a reason to do it. Okay. And actually, I'll just copy this. You know what? I think actually the dev should also be the thing that has the base URL. Yeah, let's just do it this way. There we go. And yeah, how do we compute the base URL? It's really, if it has a package.json, then it's that, yep. Okay, we also are going to need the name then. And you get that from get app name, so that's fine. We can do that in here. Cool. And we don't need that. We don't need that. That's great. Always love to remove stuff. I feel like there's, well, that's just removal. And can get rid of those. And if there's another one here. Cool. And get rid of that. Okay, cool. So now we're a mess. So I think we should just do dev and test. And then we can get rid of that. Okay, and do the exact same thing for the solution. Except I don't think we need test for the solution. Okay, great. Oh, is solution running? Yeah, we do need. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, it seems like it's happy now. So problem map is possibly null. Yep, that is correct. There we go. All right, we're happy now. Good, good, good. Then down here, this app info is actually going to have dev, which will have base URL and here, we'll just call this dev. Okay, we'll say dev type script so dev port number dev base URL. Okay, cool. I imagine we have some problems in other places. Oh, whoops, I accidentally turned off my device. There we go. Okay, has dev script. I think we're gonna say, well, here, let's do this first. App.dev type is not equal to script. That's that. All right, cool. There we go. Okay. Super duper. So let's see what else. Start is unhappy. Here, actually, this would be a different. Not a 404. That's going to be a 400. App does not have a dev script. Maybe this should just redirect. App dev base URL. That would make more sense than app dev port number. Okay. What are you complaining about? Oh, right. Yep. Okie doke. Let's see what we've got now. Can you hear the vacuum is going? Sorry. Okay. Got a couple of these. We'll just app dev base, whoops, URL. Okay. Just one of those, I guess. Yep, sweet. If app.test.type is not equal to script, then, yeah. There we go. Okay, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, okay, this is interesting. Okay, it's break time. I think I can do this really quick. So the trick is you should not have a test that requires the app, but a dev that is anything but a script. How do I easily deal with that? I think it's like a and test type script name string requires app true dev type script port number yada yada. Otherwise, test type can be script name string requires app should be false, and dev should type. Yeah, there are like a bajillion permutations of this. How could I represent that? I don't know. So we're not going to bother. And instead, we're just going to throw an error. If app.test requires app, and there's not app test or dev type is not equal to script, the row or yeah server but requires app. Yeah, I've got to leave pretty soon, so I should be okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. And let's see if we've got other type things. This is where automated test would help a lot because it all type checks, but I'm not positive. Like, I'm pretty sure it'll work. We've got a console log somewhere. Oh, that's right, unhandled sorting case. Yeah. See, automated tests will catch that. And Zod would prevent this. Where's this has server nonsense? Has server. Oh, I think I need to restart. That was in our cache or something. Oh, whoops. Yes, I renamed this to example. I haven't restarted the server since then. That is interesting. Here we go. Okay, sweet. So now I can do what I originally set out to do, and that is the test output. Instead, we say data problem.test type is script, then that. Otherwise, data problem test type browser and we're going to do an iframe. Oh, this will be dev base URL plus test. Let's just see if that works. Sweet, run tests. Running tests. Ba-ba-da-dum. Sweet. That's interesting. That, hold on a second, reload, run tests. Yeah, right, because we're not rendering that at all. Index test tsx. Yeah, so for right now, we're just going to say import dot run tests. Test failed. No, that's interesting. It is not doing what I expected it would do. That is unexpected. Oh, right, haha, because we're on the problem, not the solution. Oh, right, this will be a one.solution. Huh. Oh, dot solution, is it got a dash in it? Basic, yeah, dot basic. There we go. And then the test for that I broke intentionally. And we're just gonna import that. Run tests, test passed. Ka-chow. All right, so we accomplished our goal, the test. We say run tests, running tests, it doesn't work. Then we go over here, we say, okay, I am working on this exercise, and we say use state, counter, initial 0, and then this is counter, on click, set counter, C+1. Boom. Run tests. Test passed. Ka-chow. That's the idea. Whoops. Yeah. Get rid of that. Okay, yeah, so we'll figure about like how do we want that to work. Yeah, we're gonna do something about that. Okay, so let me do a loom really quick, and then I've really got to run. Okay, ready? Go. What is it? Loom, you are so bad at your job. Okay, here we go. Why is it over there? Cancel. Hey Vojta, just wanted to show you something. So because some of the exercises are single file type things, I want to be able to have automated tests, but I want to have those run in the same context as everything else. Because like, especially when we're doing CSS and HTML and basic browser-based JavaScript stuff, I don't want to run those in a completely separate environment. I want to run them in Node. And so what I've got is each one of these pages can load up both the file itself as well as this question mark test, which will load up the test file instead. And so I iframe that for that type of exercise. Now we of course still have the more complicated, it's like running a test and all of that output. That still is a thing. But for this kind of a test, it's just an iframe to that test file page. And what that adds is this some sort of mechanism for running tests. And then those will run, and they'll output to the console some error message or something like that. And I think instead of having it output to the console, I want it to output in here. So we'll have some similar to this. We'll have some output at the bottom, probably something like that. And then, but it actually like mutates this. It'll click around and do stuff. So I think that'll be pretty cool to have it changing the thing that they're working on. So it should look exactly like the problem, except it also has a little button, or maybe it can like sit in the corner. Or, I don't know. But it is run test. It runs the test, outputs the whatever that test output is, and then they can proceed. So anyway, that's the idea. So the button has changes to a reload state because after the test is run, everything is like kablooied, and so we need to completely reload the page after the test. And maybe we can do that automatically for them, but I kind of like the idea of them seeing what the end state is, because it might help them figure out what they were doing wrong. So anyway, that is how the single file test works. So the index is run on the screen, just on the default page, and then you add the query param test, and this will be loaded instead, and this imports the index so that the index does its thing, and then it has this little run test thing. This will all be probably part of a library, and so all that my typical tests will include is this stuff. Still kind of thinking about potentially using Mocha for this, because they have this cool in-browser ability to run in the browser, and they have other utilities, but I kind of think I want to keep it pretty minimal, and I don't think I want to just adopt their UI for this. So don't count on that. We'll just have us build our own UI and our own output for these tests. So anyway, that's it. Thanks. Okay, and I've got to run like bad. So see ya. Thanks. Bye.